Good evening. Till recent times in India, there was a state called Jammu and Kashmir. In the year 2019, the state Jammu and Kashmir has been bifurcated and two union territories have been established in India. One is Jammu and Kashmir and second one is Ladakh. But as long as Jammu and Kashmir was a state, that the state was enjoying special status under the Constitution of India under Article number 370. So, with the special status, Jammu and Kashmir was permitted to have its own constitution. Hence, Jammu and Kashmir was the only state in India with a separate constitution. And Jammu and Kashmir was the only state where the people of Jammu and Kashmir were holding two citizenships. So, one is the citizenship of India, and the second one was the citizenship of Jammu and Kashmir. And another privilege that was provided to the citizens of Jammu and Kashmir was that the land that is present in Jammu and Kashmir can be owned only by the residents of Jammu and Kashmir and not by any other citizen from anywhere in India. So this continued for a long period of time, and finally this came to an end, and whatever I have told you now, it became a history now. The government has taken a decision that the land in Jammu and Kashmir is open to all. Anybody can purchase and own land in the union territory of Jammu and Kashmir. With respect to this, a notification has already been issued. With respect to Ladakh, the decision is going to be very soon. Meaning, any citizen of India living anywhere in the country now can own a property in Jammu and Kashmir. And this is also going to be a reality in Ladakh very soon. And Jammu and Kashmir, please remember, from the beginning it is always there in the news. Even today also it is there in the news, especially the Ladakh region. So because of the outrage of the Chinese army. Fine. And apart from this, we also have some other information. Every information will be discussed with you. And in the history, we have a significance. To October 27th. And that October 27th is observed as Infantry Day. Why? What is the meaning of this? Let's try to understand. First of all, see here, when I say infantry, this is a part of our army, and these are the foot soldiers. So they go by walk. That is the infantry, and October 27th is observed as a Infantry Day. Why? All these details I am going to show you now. Kindly have a look at this. Look at this now. Infantry Day. Infantry Day is observed on October 27th. Why? To mark, important one, to mark the landing of first Indian troops. The landing of first Indian troops in Jammu and Kashmir in the year 1947 to push back the Pakistani supported intruders. Clear, it happened on October 27th, and on that particular day our infantry stepped over there. That is the reason why this particular day of October 27th every year is being observed as Infantry Day. Right? Next. So we'll be moving ahead. Have a look at this. Look at this. So when it comes to infantry, what is this? This is a military specialization that engages in military combat on foot. Remember this. This is on foot. It is distinguished from cavalry, artillery, and armed forces, and also known as the foot soldiers or infantrymen. Infantry traditionally relies on moving by foot between combats as well, but may also use mounts, military vehicles, or other transport. Mostly they move by foot. That is the reason why This is also known as foot soldiers or infantry men. Important one. What is the date? October 27th every year is observed as Infantry Day. So next one is regarding land in Jammu and Kashmir. Just now I have discussed with you. People as well as investors outside Jammu and Kashmir can now purchase land in the Union Territory, as the central government on October 27th notified new land laws for the region, ending the exclusive rights of locals over the land granted under now abrogated article number 370. Very, 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 very important. This is the article that has provided special status to Jammu and Kashmir, and so many rights exclusively were there for the people in Jammu and Kashmir all these years. Now everything is history. Under the newly introduced Jammu and Kashmir Development Act, the term, look at this, the term being permanent resident of the state as a criteria has been omitted. This particular, this statement has been omitted. This paved the way for the investors outside Jammu and Kashmir to invest in Jammu and Kashmir Union Territory. Look at this. The center has been arguing that Article 370 hampered the development in the UT, as investors were unable to purchase land prior to August 5th, 2019. And the center is likely to notify a separate land laws for the Union Territory of Ladakh. Meaning, now this is open for Jammu and Kashmir Union Territory. Ladakh will be open. The land in Ladakh will be open for purchase for outsiders very, 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 very soon. Kindly remember, these are all the important points. I'll be moving ahead and I would like to show you more points now. Look at this. Another important one. OSIRIS-REx is a spacecraft of which space agency? So this is a spacecraft of which space agency? NASA, ISRO, JAXA or European Space Agency? Answer is option A. But what is this? Why is there in the news? Let's try to understand. But before that, make yourself sure that this is a spacecraft and it belongs to NASA. Look at this. NASA, meaning National Aeronautics Space Administration, had launched this spacecraft to the asteroid Bennu in the year 2016. Meaning, this is the spacecraft that has been launched by NASA to asteroid Bennu. It happened in the year 2016. And since that time, this spacecraft was orbiting around. And now it touched the asteroid. Right? And what is the mission here? The mission is aimed at studying the asteroid Bennu and return with at least 60 grams of the sample. Please remember what is the name of the spacecraft, who launched it, and you should also remember what is the name of the asteroid. I will show you some more information regarding this asteroid. You may please have a look at this. Right, so this is Bennu. Next, another point for our discussion, important once again. Which of the following organizations publishes World Investment Report? Is it UNCTAD, IMF, World Bank or BRICS Bank? Answer is option A. Option A is the answer. Kindly have a look at this now. So answer is A. The World Investment Report has been published by United Nations Conference on Trade and Development annually, Since 1991, the report focuses on the trends in FDI worldwide at the regional and country level. FDI stands for Foreign Direct Investment. We have discussed about this many times. We'll be going ahead. Next one. Another very important thing. As per Indian Tourist Statistics Report, which state attracted the highest number of domestic tourists in the year 2019? Domestic tourists in the year 2019. Uttar Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana or Maharashtra? And the answer is option A, that is Uttar Pradesh. Right? So now we'll be going ahead and let's have a look at the answer. Answer is option A, that is Uttar Pradesh. Look at this. The Ministry of Tourism has released the Indian Tourist Statistics. As per the report, UP attracted large number of domestic tourists in the year 2019. And also make a note of this. One is Taj Mahal in Uttar Pradesh, right? Agra, and Gateway of India in Mumbai were the top spots of domestic tourism. Fine. So thank you so much. That's all for the day. I'll see you in the next class with more current affairs. Take very good care.